Hi everybody, Peter Sterlacci here, founder of Believe, Become, Be Your Brand. And thanks for tuning in for today's Personal Branding with a Spin video. So today I'm going to share with you my fourth and final myth and misconception about personal branding that I've uncovered in my work here in Japan. Now if you haven't seen my first three videos where I talked about those first three myths, head on over to my YouTube channel, or if you're there now, just look over there to the side and you can see the first three myths that I talked about. Or you can go to my website at petersterlacci.com and click on the video tab there, and all my videos are there as well. So the myth that I want to share with you today is this idea in Japan that people think that personal branding is just about, showing off and trying to make yourself look superior than others. And really, I think that actually this myth probably isn't unique just to Japan. I think many people who don't really understand personal branding tend to think that. But here in Japan, I think that the foundation of this myth really lies in the fact that Japanese tend to value humbleness and modesty. It's a very important part of their culture. And so really, Japanese are not very comfortable talking about themselves or making themselves, look like they've done a really good job, actually. And to take it one step further, it's very common in Japan that if a Japanese person gets a compliment, the reaction is really to deny the compliment or deflect it, or even to make yourself look worse than what the person is saying that you did. And so really, this idea of kind of talking about yourself really tends to put the Japanese at risk. There is that saying, the nail that sticks out gets hammered down. And that saying is still really well ingrained in the Japanese mindset. And so it's a really tough one to really deal with. However, when I work with my clients, I always tell them that personal branding is definitely not about making yourself look superior or better than others. It's really about helping people to connect and to engage with you. So almost in a way, personal branding, while it is about you, it also isn't about you. It's really making people more motivated to really to engage, as I said, to engage and connect with you. I really like what William Arruda and Kirsten Dixon in their book Career Distinction talk about when they say that if you're just kind of one of many others with similar skills or similar talents, you're not really contributing to the diversity that your organization needs to be more creative and innovative. And really what you're doing is you're really just kind of making yourself a commodity, and basically people don't get excited about commodities. So personal branding is really about getting people excited about you. And one of the things that we talk about here in Japan is the fact that we can't just simply rely on your resume. A lot of people think that, well, my resume speaks for itself. And really this is kind of one of the biggest mistakes that people make. You really have to take it from the angle that uncovering your unique value and really sharing that and letting it be seen by others is really what's going to get you noticed. And by doing that, people really go beyond your resume. Your resume is a very important part of your career marketing, but at the end of the day, it's really your values and your passions and your strengths that really need to come out and really need to shine. And so that's really what I do when I work with my clients here in Japan, when we talk about this idea that really personal branding is not about making yourself look better than others. So I hope this has been a useful tip for you, and I hope you've really enjoyed all four of these myths that I've uncovered and talked about, and how I work with clients to deal with them. And perhaps you can also use those tips that I've shared in your own personal branding process. So that's all for now. Actually, this will be my last video for a little while. I'm heading off to China in a few days to do some work there, and I hope to come back with some great videos of interviews that I've done in China and how personal branding is doing in China as well. So thanks again for tuning in. Continue to work on uncovering, communicating, and managing your personal brand so that you can believe, become, and be your brand and lead that to your career success. All right, I'm going to jump back on the bike here, head back over the mountain back into Kyoto. Take care. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.